Hey, it's Rolls. Welcome back. We're on part 18 of the Metal Gear Solid 4 playthrough, and our chase scene is chasing. Drebin don't give a fuck, and he can drive that truck. Well, he was driving it. I shouldn't compliment his driving skills because he just flipped it over. But, we're kinda got away from him, so that's good, I guess. Tilt that up. Maybe that'll help things come in a bit clearer, you know. Well, he has to take a drink of his soda before he does anything, clearly. You gotta save the monkey. I half expect him to pull like a Murtaugh and Riggs. I'm getting too old for this shit. Lethal Weapon line there.
You okay?
And somebody watched a lot of samurai films before they did the riding segment. Whoever planned that out. Not that I'm complaining. Talk about, like, finding a thumbnail. Like, there's about 100 of them from the riding section here. But I think that one there where he's staring down with the low panning camera. I mean, that's such a like Kurosawa film technique right there. Ooh, Naomi. But wait till we're back on the ship, baby. Please. No, I'm kidding, but I love that there's like, oh yeah, we have to show the lacy top of the pantyhose, damn it. This is what we're programming for, boys. But nah, this is the shit for me right here. This is one of the coolest fucking things in the series. I never hated Raiden's character. You know, Jack. Like, I saw what they were doing with 2, and I kind of get it, and I appreciated it, even though people were like, he's such a whiny little bitch compared to Snake. It's like, well, that's kind of the point, though. And it turns out he's arguably an even harder killer than Snake. I mean, he was a fucking child soldier, for God's sake. He didn't even... For his conflicts, he wasn't even engaged, like, in the rules of war. Like, the way... Snake kind of has, like, an honor code about him, you know? And I think that probably carried over to his wartime experience. At least, like, you would hope so. Because Big Boss kind of has that same code going on, and he was, you know, Snake's superior and Foxhound for the longest time until he had to kill him. Or did he? You know, well, it's revealed at the end that there's some shenanigans afoot, but they really were like, we're about to give Raiden the best cutscene to redeem him in the eyes of fans. And then they did. And it's a nice juxtaposition from, like, these aren't Metal Gears, you know, but these are Metal Gear inspired guys. So, like, it's a nice little juxtaposition from the big struggle fight against all the Rays at the end of 2 if you play on hard difficult. Even if not, you still have to beat at least like 6 or 7 of them on normal difficulty, I believe. That's hilarious. Like, it's true though. Everyone's like, you know, AI and, well, maybe it's getting smarter, but all these AI and program machines are going to take over the world, like Matrix or Skynet style. Yeah, they still have glaring weaknesses, though. Like, I know with modern AI, at least for a while, it was a huge problem. Like, they're like, draw this image, but then they would give, like, the person, like, 6 fingers. Anyway, this part's actually a little tricky. Like, you gotta avoid getting hit because you see, like, one hit from that guy took a whole bar of my health off. But if you stick kind of to the sides, I think you're okay. Like, you have to hide from that leg sweep. Here's one, too. That leg sweep has killed me before. But I kind of just took it and then used in this version of invincibility frames, I guess, to sneak by. Get that bird in the air, Otacon.
I'm a little busy right now.
Thank you.
Well, they're having a moment. Well, Snake's like, I'm out of fucking breath.
Take care of this.
Can we get to safer harbors, please?
Where's Raiden? Still fighting.
Excuse me. Oh, it's Vamp. He's just dancing. He's Vance-ing. Didn't work. With style and flair.
Yet again, our paths cross.
And I love that, like, it kind of is out of nowhere, but, like, are these two have a rivalry now? Because they both prefer blades to guns? Which is an interesting turn of events, too. Like, yeah, I know Raiden's the cyborg ninja now, but, like, he was pretty handy with a gun in 2. Like, that was your main thing, is using firearms, but, like, I guess he got that high frequency blade and he was like, fuck this gun shit. And maybe to go along with the whole Jack the Ripper persona thing too. Sort of an edged weapon is more suited to that name too, I guess. Awfully precise shooting, Snake. And then this is some of the coolest shit ever too. I'm so strong, I'm going to do this. He's a cyborg. It doesn't gotta make sense anymore. It's like, I'm making a Samurai John Woo film. Combining what I love about both and putting them into one cutscene. They're like, alright, boss. And it's fucking glorious. That's an interesting setup too. I'm gonna stab myself and then stab you by kicking or stomping on you over and over again. Like, it's approaching Devil May Cry levels of over-the-top action. But it's still, like, is grounded a little bit in, Metal Gear Solid seriousness. It's like, this is literally, like, what makes this series great. Is a combination of the utter ridiculousness of what I'm watching right now, and also the fact that it's extremely cool, and also the fact that it's, like, part of a bigger, serious storyline. All at the same time. It's just lovely. I'm not sure why there's steam coming out of him. Or is it supposed to be like Raiden's plasma robot juice? I guess.
Could you be the one to finally finish me?
And that's the other thing too. Like, I get the nanomachines healing Vamp and everything. Like, I'm willing to buy into that, but like, surely they can reach a limit at some point. Like, maybe I'm going off too much X-Men logic here, but like, even Wolverine's regenerative abilities have a breaking point. Like, you can't just keep pushing the limit over and over and over. Like, Ryan's actually sustaining damage, which makes sense because he's getting cut up. It's like, it's just, you can't like start smashing an engine and not expect it to take damage from that, you know? It's the same thing with like his cybernetics. So at least there's some sense on that side of things. I mean, even the original Cyborg Ninja was very, you know, prone to damage. Like, fucking Rex crushed Grey Fox. I would say Grey Wolf because it makes more sense because that's an actual thing. Grey Foxes might be a thing, but I just, you know, I always know it as the code name.
The BMCs we deployed have suffered brain damage. Nothing salvageable remains.
Nothing salvageable remains.
The remaining option is to secure the original.
I know that. It's only a matter of time. We're working as fast as we can to find their hiding place. I need you here too, Vamp.
Don't lick the oil.
Hang in there.
Sam, he's got to be immortal.
No, he's not immortal at all. It was my design that caused his body to be.
And then this is like, I guess was a bombshell reveal at the time. Naomi's like, nah, he's not really immortal or anything. He's
In a sense, I'm responsible.
he's just nanomachines. Everything nanomachines. Nanomachines, son.
I brought a monster into this world.
I mean, that's okay. It's not quite like the Force is caused by midichlorians in your bloodstream type of destroying the mystique of something.
He's losing.
But I like the whole backstory from 2 where Vamp was like
He needs a blood transfusion.
impaled with a crucifix and a bomb from a bomb explosion in a Romanian church, and he survived by drinking people's blood for nutrients. Like, holy fuck, they made a Metal Gear Solid vampire. And like, no, he's Vamp because he's bisexual. And I was like, what? I don't know if that's a term or not. I've certainly never been called a vamp. Anyway, that's the second chapter of MGS4. Yep, save the game. And I think next time we continue to try to save Raiden and to intercept the enemy once again.